Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Answers Simplified. In this video, I will be sharing answers of Viva Class 7 Social Science History Chapter number 3 The Delhi Sultanate. Let us discuss the long answer type question. First question, the nobility was a powerful influence on the Delhi Sultans. Examine. Answer, the nobles were a very powerful group. The early Sultanate rulers often gave high posts to their slaves who were trained to take over some of the important political posts in the kingdom. The Sultan could rely on them since they were dependent on him. Iltutmish favored special slaves called bandagans who were purchased for military service. He preferred appointing them to high posts instead of the aristocrats or landed chiefs. These slaves were mostly Turks. The Khalis and the Tughlaqs also made use of the bandagans. These meant that people of humble birth were given high political positions during the Sultanate period. However, this also introduced an element of political instability. These slaves and clients were loyal to their masters but not to their heirs. The new sultans had their own slaves. As a result, the accession of a new sultan saw conflict between the old and the new nobility. Question 2. Discuss the administration under the Delhi Sultans. Answer. The Sultan had absolute control in matters of administration. He was assisted by a group of nobles. Some of the important officials were the Wazir, Arizi Mumalik, Wakilidar and Amiri Hajib. The Wazir was given the duties of the Prime Minister. The Wazir along with his deputies looked after and supervised the income, expenditure and collection of revenue. Arizi Mumalik was in charge of the army and along with his deputies appointed, trained, equipped and paid the soldiers. Wakili Dar managed all the affairs of the royal household. Amiri Hajib was the master of ceremonies, the court, and through him or his subordinates petitions were submitted to the Sultan. The Sultan was also advised on judicial and religious matters by the ulamas. Third question, what were the consequences of Muhammad bin Tughlaq's experiments? Explain in detail. Answer, Muhammad bin Tughlaq became highly unpopular with the people because he made decisions which caused disaffection. People were suspicious of many of his projects. There were many rebellions during his reign which resulted in great territorial losses. Muhammad bin Tughlaq ordered all the people of Delhi to shift to Daulatabad. Although he had built a road between Delhi and Daulatabad, many people died on the way because the shifting took place during the summer months. Another experiment by Muhammad bin Tughlaq was the introduction of token currency. Since there was a shortage of silver at that time, he decided to issue copper coins which would have the same value as that of silver and gold coins. As gold and silver was more valuable, people started hoarding these coins. There were also illegal minting or forging of the token coins, which the government was unable to control. The government finally decided to take back the token coins and in exchange gave silver coins to people. Thus, they suffered a heavy financial loss. Question 4. Discuss the reforms made by Alauddin Khalji. Answer. Alauddin Khalji was the most famous of the Khalji rulers. He established a vast empire in India. The city of Siri was built by him. He also started building the Alai Minar in the Qutub complex, which was to be Saurashira taller and broader than the Qutub Minar. But he did not live to complete it. He also built the Alai Darwaza and a madrasa, a school in the same complex. Alauddin conquered Gujarat and Malwa, which gave him control over the western seaports. He captured Ranthambore and Chittor in Rajasthan. Alauddin paid his soldiers in cash. He organized a permanent standing army, which no Sultan of Delhi had done yet. He introduced two new measures. One was that of branding the horses, which was known as dag. Question 5. This is the last question. Write about Timur's invasion and the beginning of the Sayyid dynasty. Answer. Timur was the ruler of Samarkand, a region in Central Asia. In 1398, he invaded India and attacked Delhi. He took a large amount of wealth and prisoners to Samarkand. The attack by Timur completely ruined the Tughlaq dynasty. Though they still continued to rule for some more time, they never managed to recover their power. Timur left behind Khizr Khan as his deputy in India. In 1414, Khizr Khan conquered Delhi and started the Sayyid dynasty. The Sultanate became weaker during this period. Khizr Khan and its successors spent their time trying to control rebellions in different parts of the kingdom. Khizr Khan was succeeded by three rulers, Mubarak Shah Sayyid, Muhammad Shah Sayyid and Alauddin Alam Shah Sayyid. In 1451, an Afghan chief, Bahlul Lodi, defeated Alauddin Alam Shah, who was the last ruler of the Sayyid dynasty and founded the Lodi dynasty. Thanks for watching.